Well, if they give them immunity, it would probably shut down the lawsuit that I'm a witness for, and then the American people won't find out what's really going on. And so that's why I'm here, to stop immunity. Congress should let the judicial process go forward.
Two-parter here. First, can you explain to those of us who can use the internet but would not be able to tell the difference between its physical form and, a box full of guitar strings, exactly what happened in that secure room or secret room, 641A?
I don't know what goes on in the secret room because I didn't have security clearance, but I know what went on outside because my job, I worked in the internet room. My job was to connect circuits into the splitter device, which was hardwired to the secret room. And effectively, the splitter copied the entire data stream of those internet cables into the secret room. And we're talking about phone conversations, email, web browsing, everything that goes across the internet. And that device, the splitters, is a dumb device. It doesn't do any selection at all.
And the follow-up to that, as you mentioned, you didn't have the security, the NSA clearance. So give us an idea how you know all this, in addition, obviously, to your expertise as a technician.
Well, as a technician, I had the engineering wiring documents, which told me how the splitter was wired to the secret room. And so I had to know that in order to do my job. And so I know that whatever went across those cables was copied, in the entire data stream was copied into the secret room. The splitter device has no selective capability, it just copies everything. And we're talking about domestic traffic as well as international traffic. And that's what got me upset to begin with.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Mr. Klein, this huge distinction the White House made when all this was first revealed, what its defenders still say, we're just intercepting international communications, no domestic communications were affected. I'm taking you don't buy that in the slightest.
No, I know that wasn't true. And that's what got me going in December '05 when the New York Times revealed this, and then the administration came back, the president himself and his various cabinet people trying to argue, and they still do.
Well, there you have it. I mean, it's right there in broad daylight. They're copying all the communications of everybody, from your web browsing and surfing to your emails to your phone calls, and they don't have to tell you any of it. You like Big Brother, folks? Because to a certain extent, it's already here. It's been here. Now what they need to make Big Brother work is a large tattletale Stasi squad, a civilian national security force. One that will knock on doors on 9/11 as they put out fake propaganda memorials for the masses. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas. We'll be taking your calls on the other side, 866-582-9933.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio? Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network. Millions of Americans are beginning to realize the enormity of the economic and political problems facing the U.S. and the world. And for the first time in their lives, they are feeling the need for preparedness. Ready Reserve Foods has been in continuous operation, manufacturing the finest and dehydrated foods for almost 40 years. Ready Reserve is the manufacturer. Unlike other companies that just broker canned foods, Ready Reserve controls the quality from start to finish with double enameled cans and nitrogen packaging. When purchasing from Ready Reserve Foods, you are buying factory direct at wholesale prices. Other companies are quoting delivery times of 1 to 2 months, while Ready Reserve ships within 5 business days. Many companies do not even offer a catalog. We will be more than happy to send a catalog to you free of charge. Dial 1-800-453-2202, 1-800-453-2202, or visit our website at ReadyReserveFoods.com. Factory direct, wholesale pricing from Ready Reserve Foods. Call us at 1-800-453-2202.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Hi, this is Peter Kronschnabel with Midas Resources. As you know, government spending is at an all-time high and inflation is on the rise. What are you doing right now to protect yourself financially? As the economy continues to deteriorate due to corporate greed and government intervention, more people will lose their jobs and worse, their life savings. Having your hard-earned money in banks, the stock market, or any other paper asset is a lose-lose deal. You'll lose on your capital investment and you'll lose purchasing power as the dollar continues to devalue. One thing is certain, having physical possession of gold and silver will guarantee that no matter what happens, your investment will never be worthless. If you've been thinking about investing in the physical possession of precious metals, I can help. Call me today, Peter Kronschnabel, at 800-686-2237, extension 108, and I will take the time personally to put together a portfolio designed to protect what you've worked so hard for. Call Peter, 800-686-2237, extension 108. You've worked hard your whole life, and I want to work hard for you. Call 800-686-2237, extension 108.
All right, we're just shooting through the phone calls on the Infowarrior this evening. We got Mark Dice coming up in about 25 minutes to discuss his new book, Illuminati, Fact and Fiction. All right, let's go to our next caller, Sean in Massachusetts. Sean, you're on the air.
Hey, Jason. Great talking to you. I just wanted to bring some criticism to you.
Okay.
And it's probably not something that is probably warranted, but we have a bunch of friends up here that listen to you guys, and we wanted to just talk to you about every single time that any one of us gets through to you guys, either Alex or yourself, that we're cut off without making our statement. And I see this and I hear it because I listen to the show a lot of times, and it's disheartening because I think that a lot of times people have a lot more to say, and I know that when you started, you probably had a lot more to say, and I think it's really important that you have to give the people a little bit more talk as to what they're going to say, because it's not...
Well, I hear you, man, but I also do try to give... I mean, like, I just gave you, 60 seconds. And I give people... I try and... I know that Alex cuts people off a lot more than I do. I'm not perfect, but at the same time, I've got, 4 callers behind you. And I try to give everybody, I only try to get rid of somebody if they are babbling or talking about the same thing, or I have to jump, if I've been spending 5 or 10 minutes on a subject. But, I try not to censor, I let my critics speak, that Scott in California, I may not agree with him, but I'll give him a couple minutes. I don't have a problem with that. And, I'm not trying to be disheartening. I mean, I take 40 phone calls in a 3-hour period sometimes. So, I mean...
I hear you. I hear you. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Sure.
The other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention, have you heard about the sounds of silence?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, let me just bring this to your attention, because I had a friend in Colorado that brought it to me with mind control as far as the digital boxes that are concerned with the government spending an exorbitant amount of money.
The cable conversion boxes.
Yes.
And someone's saying that this is mind control, and somebody's saying this is mind control now? I've heard that, they're supposedly chipped, they supposedly have cameras in them, they supposedly have recording devices. I haven't seen any of that. And then mind control, I mean, all right, let's hear the thesis.
Okay, well, the same theory that they use, that they're supposedly going to be used on us, is the same thing that they used on the Iraqis. The physical, emotional, and psychological effects of this technology was so severe that hundreds of thousands of Iraqi troops surrender without firing a single shot against the U.S. coalition forces. Do you remember the war that was? The numbers reported in the news were staggering. 75,000 and then another 125,000 or more Iraqi troops would come out of their deep desert bunkers waving white flags and falling to their knees before the U.S. troops, literally kissing their captors' boots or hands if given the opportunity.
Yeah, but
why would an 8-year veterans of Middle Eastern war